There is a lady somewhere in Warsaw in love with a man. And the man was hit, grievously wounded, with his insides coming out. This woman stuffed the insides back with her own hands. She carried the man to a first aid station. He died. He was buried in a mass grave. She disinterred him and buried him. This to Czerniekow, this simple episode was the ultimate of virtue.
He's never revolted.
He doesn't bother, or he doesn't express the revolt, he doesn't express the disgust except with other Jews. Jews who either deserted the community by emigrating early, or Jews who, like Gansweig, are collaborating with the Germans. And for the Germans, he doesn't have words of disgust. I think he is beyond such words. He hasn't any criticism of the Germans themselves, and only seldom allows himself to make a remark which indicates that he opposed something by arguing. He very seldom argues with the Germans. He pleads, he appeals, but he doesn't argue with them. He does argue when he's forced not only to build the wall, but to pay for it. And he says that if the wall is being put up as a hygienic measure to prevent Jewish epidemics from engulfing the Polish or German population outside, then why is it? Why is it that the Jews have to pay for it? The people who get the protection should be paying for the medicine. If the wall is medicine, let the Germans pay. And Auerswald, the ghetto commissar, says that's a very nice argument that he, Czerniekow, might bring up at an international conference someday, but for now he'll pay for the wall. Czerniekow writes all this down, including Auerswald's reply to his own argument. And that's about the most he ever allows himself to say in criticism of what the Germans are doing. So he takes for granted, he assumes, he anticipates everything that is happening to the Jews, including the worst.